Hey, shalom everyone. This is Amir Tsarfati, live from Honolulu. I know it's a little dark, but you have to bear with me. I'm sorry, that's the direction of the sun right now. At least enjoy the view behind me. But just so you know, I'll wait a few seconds because I think a lot of you would like to know. These are breaking news. We're gonna talk about imminent threat of invasion into the Ukraine, and what I'm talking about is beyond speculations now. Again, let me wait a few more seconds, folks, and we'll talk. There's a lot of information that I managed to gather for all of you, and yes, I know it's a very nice view. It's very strange for me to talk about a war with this view behind, but this is an interesting thing. So again, folks, what I would like you to do now is share this update, because there's a lot of people, including in Russia, that would not want this to go out, okay? So please share as we move on right now. So first of all, Vladimir Putin understood that if he's going to wait longer, Ukraine and Eastern Europe will have enough troops and enough weapons to somehow counterbalance the advantage that he has right now on the ground. Vladimir Putin wants to find NATO and America not prepared. The decisions that are being made too slowly, and they're very, very confusing. All the delegations that were coming to Moscow basically showed how Europe is afraid, how Europe is not prepared, how Europe is scared of what Russia is about to do. Putin is actually encouraged to see that they are that panicky. He may not wait for the winter games in Beijing to be over. The electronic warfare units of the Russian military on the ground began to disrupt GPS signals all across northern Ukraine. This is why we see a great traffic of Ukrainian emergency planes leaving Kharkov, which is on the border, all the way to Kiev, because they won't be able to take off if it continues. Folks, war is imminent in the Ukraine. Israel asked all of its citizens to leave. US did that also. Ukraine, we have the UK that just asked its people to leave. Latvia, but there's more. I mean, on Telegram, I wrote a whole list of nations that beg their people to just leave immediately. The Center for Strategic Intelligence elevated the code from code red to code black, which means it's imminent, it's now, it's any minute. It's not soon, it's not close, it's any minute. Russian units are deployed. Russian field hospitals are deployed. Now, field hospitals, this is an indication that an army is prepared for war, because if you deploy soldiers, but you have no field hospitals and no enough blood units, it just shows that you're not really serious. But field hospitals are deployed, which means they are ready to take care of wounded people. And it is definitely an escalation. Russia is making its move, no doubt, and I'll report more about it. But again, remember, Bible prophecy is not about nations and their relations between one another. It's about nations and what they are going to do to Israel or with Israel. So what we are watching right now is how Russia is preparing to eventually, soon maybe, I don't know when, make its move against Israel. Okay? So Russia is taking advantage of the weakness of the White House, the weakness of the American administration, the weakness of NATO, and basically there's no boss, there's no main leader of the free world to be found anywhere. Macron made a joke of himself and Putin showed him the way out. Johnson is a joke, and of course all the rest of the countries, they're just threatening. But Russia understands that if they're not going to make their move now, it maybe not happen at all. So folks, pay attention to what is going on. Russia is about to make the move. The world is watching. All the intelligence organizations confirm that the invasion is imminent. There is a blockade right now in the Black Sea. Russia really surrounded Ukraine from all sides, from the Black Sea. We've got Russians on the border with Russia, but Belarus as well. And make no mistake, this is not going to end up well. The US president said yesterday to NBC, this could evolve into a world war if American soldiers will have to shoot at Russian soldiers. Well, world wars were not predicted in the Bible because they are stuff that goes between nations. And we may as well see a world war happening soon. And if you're trying to look for it in the Bible, you won't find it because, again, these are the things that nations do with one another. It has nothing to do with Israel. Remember that. Okay. But remember that if it is going to be a world war, biblically, I do not see how America wins here. Biblically, I'm saying. Biblically, the way I understand how things evolve and develop right now, this is maybe the chance for Russia to make its final move to eliminate American superiority in Europe. And at the moment, Europe is completely depending on Russian gas. It's the middle of the winter right now. They cannot afford cutting the gas out at this point. So folks, pay attention to what is going on. I will continue to update you, but listen, I cannot go live every minute, but I am updating my Telegram channel. Download Telegram Messenger, find my channel, and I have about 194,000 subscribers, so it's easy to find me because all the fake channels using my name don't have any number like that. So subscribe to Telegram and you will get the news all the time. The Russian markets are plunging right now. I mean it's red screens all around. Again, GPS signals are being disrupted by the Russian electronic warfare at the moment. Countries, one after the other, are calling all their citizens to leave the Ukraine, including Israel. We issued a warning to our citizens to leave immediately. So folks, things are escalating. Again, share this. I'm going to update you much more. There's so much information that I'm getting from sources on the ground over there. But again, biblically, even if there is going to be a world war, it's not something you can find in the scriptures because Russia will make its final move towards Israel, and that's what Bible prophecy is going to eventually mention. And so again, just like World War I, World War II, they were not mentioned, but where was it mentioned? When it comes to Israel. And this is where Ezekiel 37 talks about how the Jewish people will eventually be brought back to the land of Israel from the ashes, from the graveyard of Europe. And so it's only going to be valid to Bible prophecy when it is having something to do with Israel. Remember that, okay? So if there is a world war going on, don't try to look for it in the Bible, but try to ask yourself, what will that cause to Israel? And because that's the one you will find in the Bible. Okay, so folks, I'm going to update you more. This will be something that I want you to share right now and we'll post it on Facebook as well. Thank you. God bless you and shalom from Honolulu, Hawaii,